The commons mean the things that belong to us all, the things that no one should own. That's the commons. Our basic knowledge that's out there in the internet, all of you who produce something, all of you who write articles in, whether it's on your own blog, whether it's you've made a comment to an article in a newspaper, all this stuff that you're putting out there on the internet, you are teaching some utility in AI what our common set is. Again, it doesn't belong to Elon Musk. It doesn't belong to anybody who is writing these programs to suck all this data in and then resell it to us. So you can say, well, they're charging for the aggregation of said data. Okay, that may be true. But where is the recompense for those who created the data for said aggregation? They don't want to pay taxes so that it goes into the commons and, solve and go into our infrastructure or education, etc. But they want to use what we all created. That is the definition of how capitalism said the efficient allocation of resources. What it really means is the allocation of resources for the elite, for those who control capital. The same applies to oil, right? Think about this. The supreme being or the reactions or nature, however you want to put it, has thrown material into the ground. We all know how oil is formed over millions of years of compression, heat, and carbonized things. We know that. But it has placed it in there. And then somebody gets a straw and suck it out, sell it to us, and say, you're going to pay us whatever we want for something that's in the ground. We process it, but we're going to take a lot more money than what we did to process it. And by the way, burning that stuff, we throw all that stuff into the air and it creates a climate issue and it creates healthcare issues. You know what we do? We also create another way to make money off of these things as well. Things that we caused. Now we're going to make some money on making you well. The mindset that denies these realities, the mindset that doesn't try to critically think, again, I repeat, critically think why we must have regulations, why we must have taxes, why we must tax out excesses out of corporations who abuse what they're doing, why we should really have the oil sector in the commons, why we should have the healthcare sector in the commons. It simply makes sense, and it's the only equitable thing, the only fair thing, but it's also the thing that would make us a much more innovative people, but we're not because, again, the plutocracy just wants innovation that they can control at said time.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.